Good morning, everybody. It's Trent Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Today is September the 18th, 2024, and big day in the markets when the Fed makes their interest rates announcements later this morning. You're likely going to watch this video following that announcement, but anyways, that's what's happening today. So the markets have been kind of quiet the last couple of days, but we do expect or anticipate some increase in volatility in the next 24 to 48 hours, the next two trading sessions. So today I want to look at three different charts. One is the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, and the other one's the Dow Jones Transportation Average Index, and the third chart will compare the two of them. So the first one is the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, and we can see this past week here, or this week, we're making new all-time highs. You know, it's a sign of a strong bull market in the stock market, and really, how can't you like new all-time highs? And I think that's a good sign for the stock market, and good, you want to be long. The next chart here is the Dow Jones Transportation Average Index, and it's a little bit different. We're not making new all-time highs in that Dow Jones Transportation Average Index. Instead, what we have forming here, what I look at is a ascending triangle pattern forming here. We have a ascending triangle. The top trend line is relatively flat and the bottom is advancing, and we've had 1, 2, 3, maybe arguably 3 tests of that bottom trend line. So it's one of my favorite chart patterns. So what happens is these ascending triangles, they often, when they break to the upside, you get a rally and then a pullback and then a continuation. And I call it a break of the ascending triangle is very bullish for me. However, the closer we get to the apex, the less likely we'll have a follow through on the ascending triangle. So you might get a failed breakout and then a decline. So we really want to keep an eye on this to see, before we get too bullish to transportation index, but keep an eye on it. We're it's obviously a bullish chart. We're above the 200 and the 50-week moving average. You can see how the 200-week moving average here in purple has been significant, right back in 24 and 23, 22. 18, it seems to, we seem to test that 200-week moving average and get a rally. This next chart, what I've done is I've overlaid those two charts. The Dow Jones Industrial Average Index is in black. I hope you can see that. And in this kind of pinkish red is the Dow Jones Transportation Average. And you can see how they virtually move lockstep with one another. But interestingly enough, there's been some divergence here, and it really started in, maybe in December of 23. And I don't really know why that divergence is. It could possibly be, and it likely is, what I think is an industrial revolution, a technological revolution with artificial intelligence. And that's likely to explain why we're seeing this divergence between the Dow and the transportation index. So interestingly enough, we'll see what happens. Maybe the transports follow up and start rising, break out of that ascending triangle, and we see that transportation average come more and form a stronger correlation with the Dow. But interestingly enough, maybe it's a sign of the times that maybe the economy is changing, and we'll see. I am not a macroeconomist. My name is Trent Klarenbach. It's going to be a great day in Saskatoon. Life's good.